But I think that if you are feeling stuck, for any artists who may be feeling stuck, I would also wonder if there is a darker aspect to your imaginative or creative world that may be holding you back.
Welcome to Syncreate. This is a show where we're exploring the intersections between psychology, spirituality, and creativity. And my guest today is Dr. Diana Rivera, based in Los Angeles. She's a clinical psychologist and creativity coach. She's the owner of Empowerment Psychology. And we did our PhD program together at Saybrook University. We were in the same cohort, which was how we connected. And I'm curious, how you think about and define imagination. So for me, when I think about imagination, I feel like it's the kind of first step in the creative process. So when we engage in creativity, whatever medium it is, first we have to be able to imagine and envision the thing that we want to do or that we want to bring to life, and then we can begin to manifest it. So I'm curious, how do you think about imagination and what came up from your research around imagination and creative identity?
For any artists who may be feeling stuck, I would also wonder if there is a darker aspect to your imaginative or creative world that may be holding you back. And by the way, some of those problems might also be spiritual in nature, falling off of spiritual practice and not seeing it in connection with the imaginative creative process that you're in. You had something to say about that, Melinda. I could tell. Were you going to add?
So you mentioned kind of the Jungian side, which is something I've delved into as well, and I find very fascinating as it relates to creativity. And so, I've been kind of presenting and writing about, what happens when we get stuck creatively. And it helps to understand sometimes getting stuck is actually just a natural part of the creative process. And so if we can understand creativity as this journey, like along the lines of the hero's journey, where it's like we kind of have to go down into that abyss in order to find our way back out and come full circle, then if we can kind of anticipate that that's something that happens along the way, then we don't have to be so afraid of it. And we might be able to actually open up to it, right? So Jung said, there's no way out but through. So sometimes when we're in, more of a dark or shadowy place, there's actually something really vital to explore there. And to me, it also relates to the incubation phase of creativity, which is where we might be really focused on a project. Sometimes we do have to step away and let our mind kind of percolate in the background and keep working on it. And then we can kind of come back fresh, or we'll get an insight. When we're doing something completely different, like we're in the shower, we're taking a walk, we're in our dreams, and something will come. Right?
Yes.
So just being open to the journey. It's not a linear one, right?
No, it's not. And, I know now we're kind of going into the shadow Jungian, and which is representative of some type of darkness within the imaginative or creative world. I want to say that, as an example for those who are thinking about their own lives or people they know, is that often we can give our creative power away to others for validation, so that we can get, be connected to the Hollywood industry, so that we can get our agents to like us more, to work for us harder. For this, we give our power away, as opposed to taking all of those sort of chips back and realizing, what, maybe this thing that you're writing, or maybe this thing that you're creating, maybe it'll sell millions. Maybe at the end of the day it will. But maybe it's also, if you let go of the attachments of those realms, if you were to just see it for yourself, that perhaps it's a portal into the unknown, the world of insights, understanding yourself better, then maybe it was all just sort of worth that healing process. And what if that was just okay? If it was just for you, and at the end of the day, it was all for you, but it also turned you into a better person, made you think of a new business idea, you became a better partner to somebody. So I wanted to just put that into the mix. Or, when you think darkness, it's like, no, like you say, it can be now the doorway into the whole other realms of insight.